Hey guys, GoBlue1117, and I'm back to do the epilogue video for Eliwood's quest. So the epilogue starts 1 year later during Eliwood's ascension ceremony, which I guess is just his coronation to be Marcus. Well, I guess that's not a coronation because he's not the king. But anyway. Oh, and did I say Marcus Kalen? That's incorrect. I meant Marcus Fair. If I did say that, I don't remember if I did or not. If I didn't say that, I was at least thinking that. Still, I guess I was thinking about Lynn's quest. That's not the end of the epilogue, but I'm going to do the credits now, so I'll take this as a chance to kind of give my thoughts about this half of the project. It was a hell of a long project. It took forever, and definitely took some breaks. I took like 2 months between doing chapter 29 side quests and kind of finishing up. But now it's all done. This video is going to be the last one, Fire Emblem that we'll see in a long time, besides the Deaths video, which will just, unfortunately I lost the sound for that, so it's just going to be silent except for the narration that I was giving during that, so there'll be some anger, maybe some cursing, but that should be interesting. Other than that, it's a good project. I'm happy that I did it. Looking forward to doing Hector's quest at some point later, though. I'm gonna finally be able to hopefully get through a shorter project, hopefully certainly by the end of the summer, and I've decided to postpone picking up Aria of Sorrow again. I'm actually gonna do Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards, next, and then probably Aria of Sorrow after that, so that's what you can look forward to. Here is kind of turns in each battle. Obviously, the first part of the game wasn't very long, but we started getting into more, with all of them being double digits and getting up 15 plus for most of them. Although Light only took 16. So Marcus, it's just a little summary of what happened to every character afterwards. But Marcus returned to Fairy with Eliwood, and as the head of Knights of Fairy, he dedicated his life to training young squires. Lowen, who he barely used at all, except for the beginning of the game. Lowen replaced Marcus as the most famed knight in all of Fairy. His endless zeal served Fairy well through his life. Rebecca returned to her father and pledged service to House Fairy. She has formed a family, and yet she still serves Fairy well. Now these do change if you have supports. This is kind of like a no support. When I do supports in Hector's Quest, you'll see different stuff for this. Dorcas returned to Fairy and used the money he earned to buy medicine for Natalie, his wife. She recovers rapidly. Barter, one of the characters we actually used in our final team. Barter continued his quest from country to country. Rumors say he fell in love with his own mortal enemy. Oswin. Osmond served as a vassal to Marcus Ostia. His was a calm, reasonable voice in Lycia's ruling government. Matthew continued his service as a spy for House Ostia. Memory of his beloved Layla lingers on in his heart. Sarah got the 2 battles. Choose a healing unit, obviously. So. Sarah returned to Ostia. She spent much time tending her own affairs, but lately she has begun to enjoy her free time. Guy. Maybe my favorite unit in the game. Guy continued in his quest to be the finest swordsman in all of Seike. However you say it. His form was so perfected that all called him the Saint of Swords. Urk. Well, I'll probably use an actor's class. Urk returned to Etruria and was asked to succeed the retiring Lord Kent, who refused and devoted his life to the study of magic. Priscilla, who is the Valkyrie. Well, not a Valkyrie, underpromoted Valkyrie, Troubadour. Priscilla returned to Etruria's Count Caerleon. Her adopted parents met her. Florina. After Lyn abdicated the role of Kaelin, Florina returned to Ilia. She remained shy, but this shyness has made her strong within. Kent. After Kaelin was placed under Ostian rule, Kent became its steward. His dedication earned him the love of his people. He didn't actually get to kill him, really. Well, I guess during Eliwood's quest, this might only be for that. When Ostia took over the rule of Kaelin, Sane resigned and became an independent knight. His love of women is unchanged. He wasn't as good as I had him in other times I played him. Will remained a knight of Kaelin even after Ostia took over. He became the commander of Ostia's Kaelin Archer Division. Raven, who got into exactly 0 battles. Raven vanished without a word. Many reports had him placed in Aerophen, but none could be confirmed. Lucius, my other favorite unit in the game. Lucius lived a modest life in a remote corner of Aerophen. He built a small orphanage where he now cares for helpless children. Canis returned to his family in Ilia some years later. He and his wife died trying to stop a snowstorm. His child was raised by his old mother. Which makes sense, you can't use Fimble Lovers, so I understand why I couldn't stop a snowstorm. Well, I guess that would start a snowstorm. Anyway, Dart took a grave wound protecting Fargus in a skirmish. He vanished at sea, but rumors claimed he might be in Fairey. Fiora, who was Florina's sister. Fiora flew many missions as the head of a mercenary company. Her donations saved poor families in Ilia from destitution. Gaul was better than Matthew at being a thief. After the battle, Gaul traveled the land searching for Fang refugees. He helped them to ease the pain of his own loss. Niles and Ninian. After Niles and Ninian bid farewell to their land of their birth, they returned to their new world. Meeting Eliwood warmed the hearts of these ice dragons with the hope that man and dragon could live in peace. Also, they're ice dragons. Isidore, again, 0 battles. As a knight of the Imperial Guard, Isidore served to guard Lady Eleonora. She continued to study to be a lady up until she wed. Heath moved to Ilia and became a mercenary knight of some fame. He fought not for country, but for people in need. Wrath, who was good in his own right, considering I promoted him at like level 10. Wrath returned to his tribe in Seike. His deeds earned him warm greetings from his father, the famed Silver Wolf. Hawkeye returned to the Nevada desert and lived peacefully in Arcadia with his daughter, whom he trains to be guardian of the desert. Geitz didn't win any battles. Geitz resumed his aimless wandering. He still searches for a land that he can finally call his own. Pent and Louise. Louise apparently had a lot more kills than Pent. When Athos died, Pent took over his research to focus on his studies. Pent resigned as Mage General of Etruria. This action set the palace in an uproar, but Pent, Louise, and Harkin. Harkin worked closely with Marcus to rebuild the Knights of Faerie. They are slowly rebuilding their strength and prestige from Nurgle's attacks. Nino. Again, no battles. As Eliwood's invitation, she started a quiet life in a small village in Faerie. She plans to return to Bern to visit a certain cemetery. Jafar, Angel of Death. Jafar vanished in the final moments of the last battle. He still avoids the bounty hunters who seek out the famed Angel of Death. Veda. Some rumors say that Veda died at the hands of Bern forces. Others say she now serves Bern's Princess Zephyr. Renault. Sucky Bishop was a good staff. No one knew the old him. No one knows what became of him. He vanished as though he never existed. Athos. Athos died in foreign land. Those who saw his face said that he seemed as though he had at last found peace. Merlinus. Merlinus opened up a shop in Ostia, but was forced to close. He plans on reopening with some aid from Lord Eliwood himself. And the last three start with Lynn. Lynn entrusted Kalen's role to Ostia and returned to the plains for birth. She often thinks fondly on the people of Kalen. Hector, best character in the game. Absolute tank. Hector returned to Ostia and became her Marcus. His bond of friendship with Eliwood remained eternally strong. And finally, Eliwood. Eliwood succeeded his father as Marcus of Faerie. His sincerity and his clear guidance made him his father's equal in all eyes. So those are the... Oh, and then for whatever you named your tactician. Tactician vanished after the final battle. Bern, Lycia, and Etruria all sought those famed skills, but none ever found tactician. So it seems we never did see Eliwood again. It happens. And then one more scene, this one is a long time after, 15 years after the final battle, as we'll see in a second. Because it says 15 years since his brother's funeral, and his brother died, of course, around chapter 28, something like that, when he died. So this is more kind of leading into the game that goes after this in the timeline, Fire Emblem 6. Because two characters we're going to see in a second are two of the main characters of the game. So first we have Eliwood's son Roy. I have not actually played the game. I have the game. I have an English version of the game, so I could technically LP it at some point, but that'd be well after even doing Hector's Quest, so. But since I did this game, it would be out of the question. And of course I would do it in English, using the English patch. Hector's daughter, Helena. So they're two of the main ones. I played through like the first 3 chapters, but then I started this project, and that was enough Fire Emblem for me. That, and I was also playing through Shadow Dragon at the same time, because I just got that for DS, so... Thought 3 was a little too much, so I stopped playing Fire Emblems. Sealed Sword, maybe? That sounds right. Sealed Sword sounds right. But Fire Emblem 6, whatever it's called. But besides kind of leading us into Fire Emblem 6, this conversation doesn't have a whole lot of importance. So a little bit more kind of leading up stuff. King of Bern died. And apparently it was an assassination attempt on Princess File. Of course, we already had one of those. Done by the King of Bern, so... survived, so it's kind of odd. But it was an assassination attempt on the prince. The prince survived, yet the king died. And of course we have Athos' old prediction that evil is going to rise and burn. So, let's see what that's all about. Just a second here. Excuse me. One last scene on this Bern Keep, and there's grown-up Prince File, an enigmatic man. You could just go strange man. I mean, wouldn't it just be easier? But apparently, he's called Dragon. And dragons arrive. In order to find out the storyline of that game, you'd have to play it, because I don't know it. But anyway, that's it for Eliwood's quest of Fire Emblem 7. The next video I put up will be my deaths during this part of the game, and then after that, we'll move on to Kirby 64. So, that's about it, and I enjoyed doing this project. I hope you enjoyed watching it, or enjoyed watching it. I'm looking forward to Hector's quest.